constant. The music's a variable. You need to fucking get the music right. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to dial it back. And I'm going to come back to reality a bit for the sake of the DJs. Okay.
Good.
So the DJs, God bless their cotton picking souls. The DJs, I'm an advocate for trying new things. I'm an advocate for people wanting to go down that darker, less travelled road with music. And I believe there's so much music out there that needs to be played that doesn't get played. If you delve a bit deeply into the electronic music scene, there's so much music out there that is looked over because, it might be a bit out, that needs to be played. And sometimes it pulls off. Some of the best sets I've ever heard is without music in it. Some of the worst sets I've ever heard is without music in it. So you've got to get it right. But also, there has to be a lot of time and effort put into it in your head.
From the producer, yeah.
From the DJ. Now, the producer is only the guy that just makes the music.
No, it's both. I think it's important for both people to
it is
believe
definitely
in what they're doing, take a chance, and have faith in that creativity that comes out of you, because that's what we all want. I'll give people countless chances to show me what it is that they're all about if they put in 100% effort and believe in what they do. I don't care how many times it's shit. Give them another shot. Like, if they're doing it because they love it,
definitely,
that's all that matters. And I think that's the whole fucking music scene globally. Like, if you look at globally now, is pretty fucked in how does not foster the best music to come out, and I think
this is coming from a girl who's number one fan of Armin van Buuren, and he keeps fucking knocking other cunts off to fucking he's different. He's different. He deserves that number one spot. You know.
No, you know what? There's many reasons why he's done what he's done, and it's not just because he's a good DJ. He's not my favorite DJ. But he's definitely my favorite producer of electronic music. So that's one reason why he's up there. But another reason is because he's actually just such a focal point of the whole industry of trance, in that he's so supportive of every other artist, and he's always keeping up with the times. Like, his radio show every week is all about promoting new trance, and he'll every now and then you'll see the trance on that radio station go into a bit more techno stuff, or it's always moving with the times, and he's always up there, and he's interested, and he loves it. And the reason I love him so much is because I absolutely just love watching his face, and when he's up there on the stage, he just looks so happy. He loves what he does so much. He's like a little boy.
He's not just...
And he's the only DJ that you'll ever hear of who plays for 9 hours straight. And the enthusiasm that he shows up there is absolutely ridiculous. Like,
he's not just
jumps around, and
I want to know what sort of drugs he's got. I want to know.
They say he doesn't take drugs.
Doesn't take drugs. He doesn't take drugs. He's got this fucking amazing thing that you drop in your eye, and then it just gives you 9 hours straight of unbridled fucking rapist energy.
I would say if he had any drug, it would be really, really good pure speed. I think that would be the only thing I can imagine him.
I can guarantee you, if you have to just keep concentration and dance for 9 hours straight, and make sure you're not making mistakes on the decks, you are in some way artificially enhanced.
Yeah, well...
I don't think he's that pure a soul.
Okay, alright. I've heard him make some mistakes before. He's not fucking perfect. But actually, just bringing back to what you were talking about before about DJ sets and them understanding that it's an experience, and it's not just about song after song being good in itself. It's about understanding how each song plays a part in that whole set of the DJ set. And the experience that that you're going to take that listener on. Because as I think now a lot of people recognise, the God DJ is your God. God is a DJ. Especially when you're at a rave or a festival, that man on the stage actually controls your emotions for a good 2 hours, however long he's up there. And the thing I love about Armin is he understands that big time, and he devotes entire nights, so 9 hours. To that experience, and he has themes for each rave. You've got Imagine was one of them, the best one I think, and you've got just a whole storyline to it where it's all about your senses, and so this Imagine one, and you sort of, he directs you to start imagining what life would be like without sound, and then he plays a set that kind of relates to that, and it's got like, and not only is it just music that is this journey, it's a performance, it's visuals, it's like lighting, it's actors, it's like dancers, it's everywhere, it's amazing.
And then he goes, just explain Imagine a bit, because we'll talk about this a bit more.
Will we?
And then Imagine goes from sound, and then it goes to...
It talks about all the senses.
Senses, yeah.
And it brings you to focus on each of these senses and appreciate them, really, I think is what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Sight, sound,
emotion, touch.
Touch.
Yeah, I think they're the main ones.
Yeah, and
it doesn't do smell.
I think that's where it's sort of electronic music, with its infinite capabilities and infinite potential, leaves sort of rock and a lot of all these other music concepts for dead, because you've got these festivals that have these, for instance, such as Tomorrowland. In Belgium.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I encourage everyone to sort of look up Tomorrowland on YouTube and just have a look to see at the intensive...
Intricate detail
that they put into having, these 100,000 people in this one spot.
120,000 people in this parkland in Belgium, in a country town.
And when they call it Tomorrowland, it's sort of like, like a good 10-story, like fucking Dorothy, or like, whatever, or like these big bloopers are just bumping around, and like...
characters everywhere. There's like helicopters that drive, like fly over, and they let rose petals go over the crowd, and just the decorations are just ridiculous. They've got face painting and like they just go over, not overboard, they bend over backwards.
That's why, like, these, especially over in Europe, we don't comprehend it too severely here in Australia, because, electronic music is definitely the music of choice to do with the younger generation, and therefore will be for however long Australia keeps running. Because because once our generation grows up, that's not gonna die. But over there, I mean, these, even DJs that we don't even know that well here, like Afrojack or such as, we know Sydney Sampson and all these guys that we know that they're them a little bit, but over there, they will literally put 100,000 people in a stadium, you know what I mean, and just blast the fuck out of them. And like, you're lucky if you get U2 to do that, you know what I mean, like, and that sort of thing, And
also because it's all so digital, because electronic music is perfectly listened to over the internet, rather as like rock music is obviously better live, isn't it?
I wouldn't. I couldn't go.
But I think what was the interesting point before that you were making was that like electronic music seems to have a bit more of a scope in possibilities and branching out into just limitless possibilities of like what you can do with it, like what with Armin has done with electronic music. I think is amazing. And Justin, and I'm like, hi Molly, did anyone hear that?
Yeah.
Armin's second show, Mirage, blew me away, because what he did was he put like a full orchestra pretty much on the stage in trance music, and that was something that's never been done. And and Armin, by the way, is extremely well educated musically, and like very well educated, and his music is absolutely brilliant.
When I've done I've done a bit of reading up on him, he actually, I think at a very early age, he was even creating his own music electronic music program. So he made his own. Yeah.
But his stuff, I find, is just mathematically perfect. Like some of the harmonies and stuff. Anyway, but in this particular Mirage show, he put on like a full-on drummer, and the drum was going through the trance music, and he had 6 violinists, which is the most awesome part of that song. Like, it was such a whole other level to put trance music on that it really blew everybody away.
Which
the crowd. I'm going to go to the toilet.
Okay. Yeah, but I think and it's disappointing in a way when you've been to a few sort of festivals overseas, and you see how intricate the details are for these festivals. Even from sound quality to decorations to, what they give you when you walk in the gate, just how unbelievable. And these things just run monthly, like every month. Like we have a couple every November and December here, and they've got some speakers with some lights, and that's it. They don't go into like Stereosonic and fucking all these festivals and summer days. No,
they're good. Can you go to Falls Festival? You can camp for a while. Check out check out this festival in I think it's in Hungary. It's in Hungary, and it's usually is it Hungary, the Red Sea? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. It's always on an island, and this fucking festival goes for a month.
Yeah, right.
What's it called? It's called Ziget, I think.
Yeah.
Is it Ziget? I don't know. And it goes for a month, and it's on an island, and you have to get a visa to get onto this thing because it actually forms a country of its own while it's on. So when you get the visa, it's basically your ticket, but you have to subscribe to the rules of the island, which are kind of like different or their own rules compared to the rest of the country. So, and it's a lot. It's really sort of based on being open sexually. So it's not like a fucking orgy, but it's very sexual in that people are just really free with being naked, and there's a lot of sex going on. Yeah,
that's fucking neat.
But not, and there's so there's they have DJs flying in and out of the festival all the time, and you pay for your accommodation, and you just basically live at this festival for a month and have a good time. That sounds awesome. But
I'm just going to get this on my chest now. That's when I think of a better world, when I think of, a more just, equal, everyone sort of doing what they love. When I go to a festival and I see everyone enjoying themselves, or when I look at a video of a festival and I see everyone just having a great time and loving life, that is my definition, that is my, very general definition of what I believe we should be doing more. If music is what makes you happy, why don't we have one of these things on every week? Every 2 weeks. Now, I'm not saying don't go there. If everyone's like, I couldn't do it every week because I'm just going to get too fucked up and this and that. Well, don't do drugs. But you're going to have a fucking good time going there. You don't drink, don't do drugs. But like, if that's what makes us happen, and this is what pisses me off about the economic system, is that no, someone's got to make an extreme profit to have that many people in the one spot, and and it inconveniences all of society because there's loud music and there's this and that, and there's it's annoying and it's disappointing. But I look at that many people having, and that's the thing with festivals. I mean, you go there, there's so many people with such energy in the one spot. It just changes your view for a while.
Look, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's been so many times when I've been at a festival and I just look at people and I just go, I just like watching you having a good time. I like the fact that there are so many people here right now, all just here to have fun.
Yeah.
That's it. They're all there for the same reasons. And that's, I think, what is so great about the type of people that you'll find at music festivals, particularly ones that are of your chosen genre of music. You find people, like-minded people, who are all there for the same reason. You have such a community of good people. They look after each other. You don't get many fights.
Yeah.
It's just such a great thing. Like, those festivals are so happy.
They are. No. And friends. Friends. They are. They're just look at. I'm just all about the energy. If you believe that there's any sort of connectedness or oneness with humanity, then you just have to go to a festival and you have to feel the energy of everyone having a good time in high spirits, and then you feel like what it could be like is if, let's say, we didn't have all these problems with the economic system and work and all that. That's how everything could feel all the time.
Friends. Sorry, we had a little bit of a New Year's where we all became friends with the UFOs.
So we apologise for the break if anyone's an avid listener, and we haven't been on for a couple of weeks because we've been getting fucked up. But
yes, you can forgive us for that. I'm sure they've been getting busy.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't want to hear us fucking speaking.
You know what? They're probably grateful that we've stopped posting shit because we're annoying.
No. I'm posting the shit out. No, but we've got some very interesting new people to speak to soon.
Stay tuned for the next one.
Stay tuned. No. Well, many to come. We'll just be getting a lot of random, very interesting, very technically minded.
Well, maybe we should tell everyone sort of who the next person is, so that then they actually take an effort to tune in.
At the end, we will.
But what if they don't listen towards the end?
Well,
you are, aren't you? Going?
You get to miss out.
Okay.
All right.
It's an incentive.
It's an incentive.
Oh, we're just going to go to an ad break now.